Hey guys, your Outlook account settings are out of date. I don't care. Hey guys, sorry, Jedi Marine here with another video. Today I wanted to talk about an individual who you may not have heard about because for whatever reason it didn't get a lot of publicity, even though it should have. And the thing that kind of annoys me is you have stories of a person like this who is absolutely incredible, and the things that they do go well above and beyond what is expected of anybody, let alone a person of this age. Never hear about it. Never hear about it. But then you get dumb shit that fucking people gobble over and they love it. Like fucking Bruce Jenner becoming a chick. Somehow that sort of thing gets more attention than this. Like, it's annoying. It really is. So I'm probably going to pronounce his name wrong, which I'm very sorry for. But last year, 2014, in the beginning part of 2014, there was, in Pakistan, a bunch of kids were why do I always have to clear my throat when I fucking do this? Anyway, kids were going to school, like kids tend to do. And it was a big school, apparently. It had, like, upwards of 2,000 students, and they were going to school in the morning, and they were all supposed to go to the gymnasium because they were going to have an assembly or something. So school hadn't started yet. Everyone's kind of walking to school, making their way there, when this kid by the name of Aitzaz Hasan. The Hasan I can get right, but the first name, I think it's Aitzaz. Or Aitzaz. Terribly sorry for I'm sure I'm mispronouncing it. But anyway, Mr. Hasan's 15 years old, and he was going as well, and walking to school when he noticed a guy who was a bit older who just kind of seemed out of place for whatever reason. Didn't recognize him, maybe he was acting shifty, whatever. And he saw that this guy had a suicide vest on. And he had a detonator on his person as well. And he immediately, apparently, went up to this guy and confronted him. And, I'm sure asked him, what are you doing? You need to get out of here, blah, blah, blah. When the guy persisted and tried to push past him, like all this dude's friends, Mr. Hasan, his friends, which would be considered smart, I think, they left the area, and because if this guy did blow up, they didn't want to be caught in an explosion, which I can't blame them. Anyway, so they were gone, but Mr. Hasan would not let this guy through because he wanted to get through, and unbeknownst to him, unbeknownst to Mr. Hasan, this guy was in his 20s, and he had been given the instruction. He just wanted to do it. I don't know. But either way, he was going to blow up all the kids in the assembly, which there would have been hundreds and hundreds, if not at least 1,000, if not more, of these kids there. And he wanted to go there and blow that up. So as he was confronting him, the guy kept trying to push through to get past him, and at which point Mr. Hasan decided to bring this guy to the ground, and he tackled him. And in the confusion, and perhaps just because the guy felt desperate, the suicide bomber, he blew the vest. Killed the suicide guy immediately, and severely wounded Mr. Hasan, who was taken to a hospital, but he eventually died due to his wounds. He is now considered a national hero in Pakistan. And he is honored. His family is honored for raising such an excellent kid, as they should be. Because I don't know about you, but I don't know a lot of 15-year-olds that will put themselves between their friends and family and a suicide bomber. I don't know a lot of adults that would do that. And this kid did that, and I'm sure he was well aware of what very well could happen. And he saved the lives of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of his fellow students, which to me just puts him on a level above most. And that's why I get, fired up, get upset, whatever, about the fact that this isn't bigger news. Like, to me, it just points out another glaring flaw in our society, in that this is not the kind of stuff they talk about. They give more thought and they care more about what celebrities are doing, what their fucking favorite TV show is, whether or not their fucking Starbucks order was correct, and they care more about that than they do stories like this. And I understand you can't be aware of every crazy thing that goes on out there, but this was reported pretty widely. The BBC had it, CNN had it, but it wasn't like a big thing. It was more like just a blurb, 15-year-old in Pakistan saves kids, something like that. And the fact that it's not front page news and it's not big and out there for everyone to see just annoys me so much. And I get it doesn't have the same, wow factor as these other front pages, but it's still upsetting to me. Really, it really is. That's why I tell people to, and I'd heard about this story just after it happened, but, I never made a video really on it, and I just wanted to talk about it a little bit because it's important, and what he did needs to be known to people, and which is why I press you guys, and I tell you constantly to watch the news. Listen to the various news radio programs. Don't always watch the same thing. Don't just watch MSNBC, or don't just watch Fox, or anything like that. Watch a little bit of everything, because it will allow you to see the bigger picture. There tends to be a bit of bias per channel because, they have things they believe. They're, liberal or they're conservative or whatever. Check it all out because you'll see stuff like this and it'll amaze you. And so, yeah, I just wanted to share his story, and I would love to one day, if things ever calm down in the Middle East, if we could get rid of the terrorists and stuff like that, I would love to go visit his burial site. That would be incredible. Because the kid needs to be honored for his sacrifice. He absolutely does. So, alright guys. I appreciate you listening to my rants. I've been ranting a lot lately. But I get fed up, with a lot of this stuff. And it's hard not to. So, yeah, if you have any questions or comments on this, please hit me up. Let me know. And I will see you in the next episode. Semper Fi.